Hello and welcome back to Mimi's Corner. Thank you for always tuning in to listen. On today's story, between yesterday and today, 3 stories have stood out here in Nigeria. One of them is deeply tragic and reminds us of the challenges we face. Another is inspiring. It shows the power of Nigerian innovation. And the third one is all about a bold crackdown on cybercrime. Let's go to the first one. Katsina mosque and village attacks, 50 lives lost. We begin in Katsina State yesterday morning. While many were at the mosque for early morning prayers, armed men invaded. Report says that at least 30 worshippers were gunned down inside the mosque. As if that wasn't enough, these attackers also moved into nearby villages, burning homes and taking the lives of about 20 more people. That brings the death toll to around 50 lives lost in just a matter of hours. Families were thrown into mourning, entire communities left in shock, and many people are displaced right now. Security experts says this was a retaliatory attack. A few days ago, some villagers reportedly resisted and took the life of some members of the same armed group, and yesterday's strike was the gunmen's response. This incident once again highlights Nigeria's ongoing security crisis in the north, where banditry, kidnapping, and terrorist-style attacks have sadly become all too common. Local residents are pleading for stronger protection because they feel vulnerable even in their places of worship. Government forces have now been deployed to the area, but the fear still lingers. And yeah, I'm in Miss Corner. Our heart goes out to every family grieving a loved one today. 50 lives gone, mothers, fathers, children, ordinary Nigerians. Just like that, it is well. Secondly, on the news today, let's move on from the heartbreak to hope. Nigeria firm develops bionic arm for amputees. Still here in Nigeria, we are seeing something truly groundbreaking in the world of science and technology. A local prosthetic company called Immortal Cosmetic Art has developed what they call the Ubokobong bionic arm. This isn't just a regular prosthetic limb. It is designed to be hyper-realistic, meaning it looks just like the natural skin. It even matches your darker African tone that are often ignored in global prosthetic design. But the beauty is not just on the outside. This bionic arm uses electromyography technology, a big word that basically means it connects with the user's brain signals. So when the user thinks of moving the arm, the prosthetic usually responds. Imagine an amputee being able to hold a cup, shake a hand, or write something down, all controlled by just the thought of it. And guess what? Even before the official launch, there's already international demand. Orders have come in from the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, and Ghana, and that tells us something very important. Nigeria is not just consuming technology from abroad. We are also creating solutions that the world is ready to buy. This invention is a proud reminder that innovation is alive here and that Nigerians have the talent to create products that meet global needs while solving local problems. On the third story, that brings us back to Lagos, where the government has been taking strong steps against cybercrime. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, in collaboration with the Nigeria Immigration Service, has been running a large operation since mid-August. So far, they have deported 50 Chinese nationals and 1 Tunisian, all of whom were convicted for internet fraud and cyber terrorism. And that's not all. Out of almost 200 people arrested, over 102 have already been deported and more cases are still being processed. The aim is clear: to break down the networks of foreign nationals who use Nigeria as a base for fraudulent activities. Officials say this move will help improve Nigeria's reputation internationally, especially in the area of internet security. But there's another side to this story. Many Nigerians are asking, what about local cybercrime? Will the crackdown also focus on homegrown fraudsters who give the country a bad name? And then what happens to legitimate young Nigerians trying to build honest online businesses? Will they be caught up in the dragnet? Because that is very, very possible in this country. So while the deportations are a bold move, they also raise important questions about how we balance justice, fairness, and protection of genuine businesses. So here you have it. Thank you for listening to us on Mimi's Corner. We'll bring you more news as time goes on. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.